Niagara residents dove into fun for a great cause, and thankfully the cold weather didn't stop them from participating in the annual Chilling in Chippawa Polar Bear Dip, all in support for Jumpstart Niagara.
We started in 2011 and we took a little break during COVID, but now we're back and we're in full swing, and it looks like everybody's excited to be here again.
Besides the dip, there are other events happening today.
We have a costume contest, which everybody's turned up, so hopefully we get some good pictures there. And we do tug of war at the fire department. So a lot of excitement. It's a big event, and it helps out Chippawa.
Are you going in the water?
100%. If you're part of running the dip, you got to jump in the dip. So I love Chippawa, and let's do it.
It's freezing today. I can't imagine how that's going to feel like. As somebody that has gone in before, what does it feel like?
Funny enough, the water actually feels warm because the air is so cold. I'm not saying the water's warm, it just feels that way. But it's all for charity, and it's a rush, and we come out and we party after.
For the actual dip itself, how does it work?
The dip itself is Troy and I are going to lead the groups into the water. We're going to go in groups of probably 4 or 5 people. We walk down the thing, get in, walk back out, and everybody's just going to go in once this year. Obviously, with this temperature, we don't want to see anybody get frostbite or worse. We do have divers that are going to be in the water. We have obviously the fire department and first aid here. We're made sure that the event is going to be safe and fun for everybody.
You are not wearing a lot of clothing right now. How do you feel?
Well, I'm feeling it's a little brisk right this minute, but you know what? It's all for fun, and to be a part of this and to see the outreach of the community for such a great event and for such a great cause, it's warming me up on the inside.
Jim, what's brought you here to the Chippawa Boat Ramp?
It's the traditional plunge into the Welland River, the Chippewa Creek, and I think every year I think the same thing. Are you guys crazy? And I'm freezing just thinking about it. I can't imagine what they're going to be feeling in a little bit.
Gemma, what's brought you here to the Chippawa Boat Ramp?
I'm going in the water. It's going to be my first rodeo, and my friend here does a cold dip every week, so I'm really excited to just join her and then maybe join that community and go every week from now on. Yeah.
Well, that's what you were saying to me. You're part of a cold water community. Tell me about that.
There's a cold water community here in Chippawa called the Yeti Challenge, and they meet every Sunday at 9. And it's a community like we're holding hands, we're breathing, and we're taking in a safe space in the water. And it's really therapeutic and a beautiful experience.
For the Booker family, the Chippawa Polar Dip holds a special place in their hearts.
This is from my baby brother that custom painted my Harley.
I heard so much about your brother. What did it mean to do the dip for him today?
Oh my God, I'm usually in the islands, and I did the eulogy for him, and I want to do this for him. I miss him and love him.
Alyssa, you just got out of the water. How do you feel, and what does it mean to do this for your dad?
Honestly, this was one of his favorite traditions and one of his favorite ways to start the year. So for me to continue the tradition, it means everything, and I'm so happy I got to be out here today to do it.
I feel like Ed's looking down on you guys with a smile.
Do it together. Oh man, I know he's watching there. He's with my mom and dad, and we're proud of him.
Camilla, what made you decide to come out to the dip today?
We've actually been cold plunging for almost a year now, so this is kind of a practice in our lives. So we wanted to support the community, and this was a good way to be able to do it.
And what made you decide to start cold plunging?
It has a lot of health benefits, and I was actually dealing with long COVID, so I had a lot of inflammation in my body. Things weren't like as they should be, so I started getting into cold plunging because she brought me there, and it helped relieve all of the symptoms that I was suffering from, and it's been great.
Yeah. What was the goal for the water plunge?
We're always listening to our bodies, and because we practice this weekly, we have a cold coach that has kind of walked us through precautions. So our goal today was just to get in as long as we could, get moving, and do it together, walk in together, and decide when to come out together.
Yes.
For somebody, myself, that's never done it before, what does it feel like?
It just feels like your whole body is tingling, like on fire, and then you just breathe through it, and then eventually it's like you just get used to it, and it's completely fine, and you feel great coming out.
You have 80 dippers. What does that say to you about the community supporting Jumpstart Niagara?
I just think it's great. We started our own Facebook and social media that was just, predominantly just for this dip, and the outreach and everybody's support and cheering us on has been awesome. So we're happy to be doing this, and we're glad people showed up.
Whether they were diving in or cheering from the side, today's event provided people with an unforgettable experience and a great way to start the new year. In Chippawa, reporting for The Source, I'm Jennifer Wittig.